A mask is the way we isolate and edit just one part of a raw image, which gives us enormous flexibility and creative control. Here we can use the Select Sky and Select Subject to make sophisticated edits to both the sky and the subject, but independently of each other. Let's click the mask option, and from the options that open up, I'm going to select Subject. Now there we can see the mask shown by that red overlay, and we get a whole new set of sliders on the right hand side just to control the area that we've got masked. So let me turn the mask off just for a moment. It's still working because when I push up the shadows, you can see the effect on the bird. I may want to put a bit of clarity into the bottom of the bird there. Maybe even a little contrast with the blacks and the whites. A little bit of exposure. We can all see there's variations here. And maybe just warm up the tones a little bit. There we have it. Now let's create a new mask, and we can do that from here. Click, and what I'm going to select here is Select Sky. Now as you can see, we can just adjust the sky without impacting the bird. So if I wanted to darken the sky a little bit, if I wanted to increase the saturation a little bit, I can do all of that without impacting the main subject at all. For every mask we create, we'll get a completely new set of sliders to be able to edit that mask on the right hand side. At any time we can go back to the masks, and I can double click and I could name this, and I can do the same with the other one. Now that naming does help us to identify the mask and what it's doing, but there's another way. If we just mouse over, the mask appears. So this is all very convenient and very creative. Now at any time we could decide to go back to the Basic tab and make changes to the image overall. We can come back to the masks at any time. We could reselect the mask, and we could make changes to the masking that's of course still in place. So if after looking at my image for a little while I want to make the bird slightly brighter, I can choose to do that. Now here we have a very similar image, but instead of the bird being against the sky, it's against a water background. So I'm going to go to the mask options, and I'm going to select the subject, because once I've got the subject selected, what we can do here is we can go to the mask subject, click these little three dots, and we can invert the mask. X is the shortcut key. So now effectively I've got my background selected. So if I wanted to make a change to this, maybe to put a bit of blue in there, maybe even to darken it, or in fact lighten it, whatever we want to do, we can do that independently of the bird in the foreground. Now in the past we've always had the opportunity to do this, but it's always been significantly more difficult and time consuming than it is with the modern mask system. The Select Sky option, as you can see here, works very well on other subjects too. All of these masks are identical between Lightroom and Adobe Camera Raw. In Adobe Camera Raw, here's a suggestion. If you go to these three little dots at the bottom right corner and you select this option, automatically toggle the overlay, then every time you make a selection with a mask, the mask will be visible on screen. But as soon as you go to the sliders on the right hand side, whatever you decide to do, the mask is automatically removed. And that can be quite useful, and I found that to be a favourite setting of mine. In the fullness of time, I'll cover all these masks in short 5-minute videos. But if you have another subject you think I should cover, I'm open to suggestions below or via my contact email on the website.